wonder, David ended with this prayer. David said, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxious thoughts." Do you know what he's saying? Notice, search me, O God, know my heart. David knew that the heart is so deceitful. We need God's help for us to see our own heart. And that's what David is saying. David is saying, know my anxious thoughts. Know what's going on in my life. You see, David developed intimacy with God in such a way that he would like to please God. His desire is to make God happy. And how do you make God happy? By living a holy life. By living a life that is pleasing to Him. So how do you please God? He goes to the innermost being. David is not superficial about external behavior. He's saying, look at my heart. Search me, O God, know my heart. Try me and know my anxious thoughts. And you know, as I walk with the Lord, I discovered my heart can be wily, it can be deceitful. We rationalize our actions, and we need God. We need His grace for us to see our own heart. We need God to help us see our own sinfulness. Apart from God, we cannot see. See if there be any hurtful way in me. Notice, hurtful way. The word hurtful means painful. Help me so that I will not hurt myself and I will not cause pain to those family members, to those people around me. Lord, I need your protection. Lead me in the everlasting way. Notice a life of complete dependence. David is saying, Lord, I need you. Guide me. Why? Once you cultivate intimacy with God, your desire is to please Him. You want to live for Him. Many years ago, when my son left for the United States to study, I told my son, I said, son, you are going to a foreign country where people will not know you. They will not know you are my son. You can do things that I will never know. But can I tell you something? And I told my son, do not deceive your heart. Do not deceive yourself. Because God sees and God knows everything. And I told my son, my prayer is you will be honest and authentic with God. Be transparent. Don't play games with God. And that's what David is saying. Cultivate intimacy with God. You know, God is intimate with us. As you study Psalm 139, you will know God is so intimate. But are you intimate with Him? Let me repeat. God is so intimate with us. He knows us. He's always with us. He made us. Are you intimate with Him? He wants you to be intimate with Him. That's why it's important to know Him. And the prayer of David is the key to really know Him. As you ask God to examine your heart, to examine your thought life, as you live a life pleasing to Him, you will get to know Him more and more. What prevents us from knowing God is sin. What prevents us from experiencing intimacy is sin. Self-will. So that prayer is powerful. Ask God, Lord, search my heart. Examine my thought life. David wanted to live a life pleasing to God. In his heart, in his mind. Real purity. Inner life that's pleasing to God.